So, first off, this is a really weird comment because he's saying that I built my identity off of being multiracial and doing everything in my power to separate myself from blackness. Okay, if I was doing that, why am I trying to be in a space for black women? Are you paying attention, sweetie? Honestly, I wouldn't have to show any of my photos. I could literally say I was a white woman. You guys wouldn't know. Plenty of people on here don't even show their face. So, if I really wanted to be presented as another race, I could. I could literally show my photos, edit them, make them look white if I wanted to. So, I don't do that. So, that kind of lets you know I'm not the one wanting to be multiracial. Added to the fact that the first time I came on here and I just made a video on this, I said I literally was saying that I was 90% black. So how am I trying to be multiracial again? You guys are so weird. I do not have to love your dark-skinned shit dick, okay? I'm not dark-skinned myself. I don't need to appreciate your shit dick, okay? I just don't. Of course, when I see a dark-skinned black man and his penis and all that shit, it looks like feces to me because that's not normal on me. And you saying, do I think that of black women? Why would I ever think that of black women? Why would I ever think that black women have penises? Or their genitals look like feces? They don't have a penis. Black women don't have a penis. So how can they have genitals that look like feces? They have nothing down there. I don't know what you thought. Did you mean skin tone? And that's why I'm saying that black men look like their penises are feces because of the skin tone? Well, I would just say that they're shit skins. Not like that's anything that I haven't said in the past, but I usually don't say that. White people usually use the term shit skins. I said that the dick looked like feces. That means the shape, the size, the girth, the length. That's what I'm saying. Everything about that organ looks like feces. Then you made it brown. It literally looks like something I push out of my butt. You know, I know, you were the same guy who was pissed off that I didn't like black men. And you've been freaking out ever since and just having a heart attack because I don't like black men. It's sad. I don't know why you're like that. Now, on skin tone, I do not really talk about my skin tone all that much. I talk about colorism on this channel because this channel is about colorism. What your problem is that, no, I don't fit into the category of the dark skin crybaby. I don't fit into the light skin colorist side who's just like, I wish I was better than people, but I'm not, whatever's going on weird over there kind of thing. So to me, I don't hate light-skinned women. I don't hate dark-skinned women. I'm talking about colorism from my perspective as a brown-skinned black woman. I don't know why you thought I was multiracial. That's just weird. You dark-skins are not more black than me. Honestly, I already said 90% black. You guys test 75% black. So how the fuck is that having to be a situation where I have to embrace your phenotype when you aren't even more black than me? Of course I embrace my phenotype as a brown-skinned girl. And you'll notice I never disrespect anyone with my own phenotype, male or female, on a physical level. So that's how you know I'm not one to hate on what I am. And I didn't come from your phenotype either, because I'm the one who's more black than you. So how could I have come from you? Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you got darker from a lighter skinned African. I'm just saying, because I'm more close to the original African. Now, I do think that, what else were you saying? Oh, do I think that dark-skinned black women are unattractive or unideal or anything? No. I think they have the ideal look, honestly, because I like their phenotype. The soft round nose, the high cheekbones, the full lips, the almond-shaped eyes, no brow ridge, and soft forehead and soft hairline. I actually dislike a few things on my face that have to do with this, okay? I hate the nose bump. Still not breathing right because of the nose bump, actually. I have to get rhinoplasty, but I don't actually want to. Anyway, my cheekbones are straight. They're not actually that high like black women's, especially without makeup. And my forehead, my brow ridge is actually slightly there. It's like slight. It's not as round as some black women's. So, no, actually, my ideal look would actually to be like dark-skinned black women. Like I said, you are stuck in the idea that biracial is better. I don't share that opinion. Okay, so you were saying I was being nice because of the fact that my points are not consistent. Oh, no, they are consistent. My perspective is that dark-skinned black women have a better phenotype than me, and dark-skinned black women are prettier than light-skinned women. If we're really going to talk about with women what skin tone I think looks like waist, it's actually light skin. And that's why I just said I was trying to be nice all this time, okay? And yeah, that's what I think. Now, we don't have to get into why I think that. It's not number two, it's the other one. If anyone understands what I'm talking about. So, I mean, from my perspective, that's a major reason why I've never liked being lighter skinned. Because the closer I get to lighter, the closer I get to yellow. Now, none of my skin on any of my body is actually yellow. It's like a light brown. And I hold on to it being light brown. 310 and Fenty is still brown, technically. You know, it's still not quite yellow. But my point is, yeah, I do not think negatively of dark skin on black women. I see it as feminine. Dark skin hides body hair. You know, dark skin and like brown hair hides body hair. So, yeah, to me, I don't have any hate towards dark skinned black women at all. Like, that's just weird. I like I've said before, I've tried to make myself look darker skinned. And you guys can actually see the whole clip of me making myself actually look dark skinned. Like, I painted dark skin on my skin. I never make my skin white. I always make my skin darker. Now, on the whole thing of dark skin in respect to me, of course, as you can tell, if someone thinks their skin tone is close to the color of urine, they're not going to think that that's a good thing. And of course, they think someone who's further from that and darker skinned is better. So, yeah, I'm just saying, that's just how I see it. You can't really make me feel any way towards dark-skinned black women like that. It's just, that's not in me, okay? For me, the phenotype that I grew up with my mother, being dark-skinned and being the same color as like Gabrielle Union, having a phenotype like that, it's like, of course, from my perspective, that's the ideal beauty. Now, my looks are very opposite to those looks. I had to learn to actually appreciate my phenotype for what it is, you know, and I did learn to do that, especially with like people like Rihanna, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, especially Nicki Minaj, you know, and things like that, you know, kind of help with me kind of like feeling a little bit, you know, better about like, okay, you aren't dark skinned, you aren't a dark beauty basically, but you have your own beauty and you kind of have to just basically embrace that. Now, on the whole thing of trying to call people psychotic or whatever, that's just stupid, in my opinion. You're only saying that because of the fact that I sound a little differently because my nose has a swollen part of it in my nose or whatever, and it makes me sound a little different. But the point is, on my perspective on dark skin, you're never going to make me think negatively on dark skinned black women. You feel like it's not consistent because dark skinned black men are not appreciated by me. And that's because, well, if you look like a pretty girl, well, no one's going to think that that's ideal. A dark skinned black man, what is the difference with his face and a female's? If he has the epitome of femininity all over his face, how is he an attractive masculine man? Exactly. You know that that's the case, that dark skinned black men don't have any masculinity. And you're most perturbed by the fact that I think your penises look like like shit dicks, you know. Now, excuse me. One other thing I wanted to say was on careers and things of that nature. Do you see me asking for a Cash App? Do you see me asking for a PayPal? Do you see my channel being monetized? Do you see me trying to receive money from my videos in any regard? Okay, so if that's the case, then that kind of lets you know that obviously I don't need the money. And if I don't need the money, what do you think I do for a living? For me, I mean, like, I obviously don't financially ask for any support from this channel. And I never will, because I'm like, well, I make money in the job that I work. And for me, I mean, like, I don't really have much of a need, really. You know, this is why I always brag about the whole situation with me getting a GPA of 3 point. Sorry, I got cut off. But yeah, that's why I always brag about getting a GPA of 3.4, basically. And that's in high school and also when I was in college. So, I mean, like, you just making up stuff and saying that someone was, you know, not educated, didn't have a career, or was psychotic. To me, these are things you make up because you're mad, because I think you look like a woman, because I think your penis looks like feces. It's not because of the color of your skin, it's because of the shape, the size, the girth, and the color added to it. That's why dark-skinned black women don't look that way, because they don't have anything down there. And if a dark-skinned black woman you're involved with has a penis, she's not a woman. So, just letting you know. So, I mean, like, from my perspective, it's just like, you know, I understand you're bitter and you're mad because I'm not attracted to dark-skinned black men. But you have to get over it. You know, I never attack any black man actually that has my phenotype. I never attacked any mixed man who has my phenotype. Because the reason why that is because, one, I like my phenotype, and because my father had my phenotype. So that's why it's normalized to me that a man should have that phenotype, not a dark-skinned black man's phenotype with the soft round nose and the high cheekbones and soft almond-shaped eyes. Your chins are even round and soft. I mean, like, you have big lips, soft and round. Your mouth is round from the profile. Forehead is round. Brow ridge is round. Hairline is round. Everything is soft, feminine, girly, pretty. And you expect anyone to see a man in that. You expect anyone to be attracted to that. How? How can you have a face like this woman and expect to be somehow seen as masculine? I'm not a lesbian, sweetie, so I can't find you attractive. There's nothing on you. Add it to the fact that your body is even weird shaped. Big butt? Why do you have a big butt when you're a man? Like, what's wrong with you? Seriously, you guys really have a hard time distinguishing gender on your side. For dark skin, black men, you guys just basically came out as a black woman with a kind of similar looking male member. Kind of. Not even quite, because it looks like feces, so. So, I mean, like, that's just my perspective on that, okay? I mean, like, I know it makes you bitter and stuff, but yeah. Yes, I do think that dark skinned black women are beautiful. You're upset because you're like, how dare you say dark skinned women are beautiful, but dark skinned black men are ugly, feminine, unattractive, and honestly look like females with feces attached to them at the crotch. That's the truth of what you look like. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just what I think. Somebody else in this world doesn't think that, okay? So you don't have to freak out just because that's what I think of you. You know, it's funny that many of you guys act like it's okay for people to think dark skinned black women are masculine, unattractive, and ugly. But dark skinned black men are, handsome and sexy and masculine. Ugh. So, I mean, just to me, it's just kind of like you have your opinion, or you think you have an opinion, but apparently that opinion isn't strong enough for you to actually feel like it's stands for any truth. You feel like mine threatens yours. That's why you're so mad that I have an opposing opinion. When I've used facial features to prove my point, I've just basically explained that, the reason why I think black men look the way they do down there. That's just how I see it. It bothers you, but it's not going to change my opinion. You're just going to be mad. So, that's all I have to say here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe and comment down below. Have a great day. Bye.